Stars from 13 Stars, here we are in this Friday evening for one more discussion of Psycho 222. However, I figured out in these three chapters, three no, four chapters, I mean 8, 9, 10, and 11, that you have no thriller anymore. Psycho 2 is no longer a thriller. This book here is a detective story. Yeah, and the detective is not exactly a detective. The detective is a doctor. To be more specific, a shrink. And his name is Dr. Claiborne, who decided to follow Norman Bates' tracks. Because Norman Bates now, he doesn't require treatment anymore. He needs to go to jail. He became a murderer, a traditional one that is basing his steps on justice, as he calls. However, so far it seems to me, poor me, humble me, a revenge. A revenge about the happenings on Cycle 1 when Sam Loomis and Lila, now Loomis, okay, oh my god, when they were the guilty ones when he was arrested, not arrested, but locked in an asylum. Let's put the thing straight here. Well, starting here, we have Dr. Claiborne waiting for the police in the asylum. Okay, they need the police to arrive to check it out the body of the nun, one of the nuns that was Sister Barbara, who was strangled with her own rosary. Okay, that's terrible. Well, the police arrives. Detective Benny arrives there, check it out the body, and they check it out everything that's happened. An accident had happened with a bus near the hospital, and all the police were sent there. That's why they took so long to arrive at the state hospital. Okay, and like the streets are all jammed because of the accident. A lot of people died, but there is no connection with the Bates case so far. Okay, and I don't think there is. Well, the police arrives there, and Dr. Claiborne starts blaming himself about what happened to Bates. And in fact, he's regretting about not having given them him the correct treatment. The correct treatment. What would be the correct treatment for a psychotic person? I don't know. I'm not a shrink, okay? But he's blaming himself about what happened, that he didn't perform his job well, okay? Not something to be guilty about. Well, but he is. In fact, his feeling is not exactly just guilty, okay? Because he's thinking that uh, Norman Bates would be a key to unlock his life because he lives and he works in the shadow of Dr. Steiner as far as we are concerned, okay? So there is a personal spot on this story as well. Back to our plot. What do we have? They were reported. Detective Benny was informed that there was a van on fire on the road, and there they go. Um, Claiborne asks to follow the cops. Okay, at first they don't see a problem, and there they go to the street to find the van. As soon as they arrive there, they find two bodies there, a male one and a female one, and the police at first considers that the male one is Bates, that Bates would be dead. The conditions of the body of Sister Cupertine, it's terrible, okay? After being raped by Bates, she burned, okay? Maybe to be free of what happened to her. I don't know. God bless me. But Claiborne is not convinced that Bates is dead. And he got even less convinced when he sees a sign, a cardboard sign on the floor written Fairvale. He knows exactly who knocked off that sign and where this person Bates is going and why. He's sure, pretty sure, obviously, it's an assumption, okay? He's having an anticipation, a feeling that Bates headed to Fairvale so as to murder, kill Sam Loomis and Lila Loomis. Well, let's find this couple. Let's put them on our table. They got married. Lila, how could it do it? How about your sister? Like Sam Loomis was the lover of your sister. How could you be laid by him? Oh my God. Okay, okay, okay. Um, she did it. Okay, they got married, and Sam still have the hardware shop where he is. Okay, Lila is at home, watching some TV programs, random TV programs, when she sees in the news the information that Bates is on the loose. Bates on the loose, choo choo, Bates on the loose. However, Bates not anymore on the loose because Bates had already been to Loomis hardware shop and killed Sam Loomis. Okay, he stabbed Loomis. Okay, with one of the knives that Loomis used to sell. Uh, how did Bates find the hardware so fast? To begin with, he went to a telephone booth. Okay, he thinks about calling the operator, but he thinks that would be like too suspicious. And accidentally, okay, by accident, he sees the sign of Loomis Hardware Shop on, and there he goes. Okay, he murders Sam Loomis, stabbed it, as I said. He pushed his body. Okay, because when he's stabbed, he was sitting on a counter. Okay, he pushes his body to a corner. He gets some money, $1,900 and something. Okay, and he waits for Lila because he's sure that Lila will appear, and she does. But before going there, after seeing the news, she gets desperate, okay, because she thinks, okay, she assumes that maybe Bates, who's on the loose, may go there to revenge, okay, and she's sure. She goes to the police station, tries to reach the sheriff, but the sheriff is at the bus accident that I said before, and she decides to go to the hardware shop anyways. She grabs the keys, and there she goes. Arriving there, the lights are off. Okay, she thinks that maybe because of the storm, I don't know. However, as soon as she arrives there, she sees Sam Loomis' body laying on the floor. At first, she thinks that he had a heart attack, because he previously had an electric cardiogram that shows that he has heart problems. However, when she comes closer, she sees the stab, okay, the holes of the knife. However, she doesn't have time to see anything anymore because Norman gets her and slashes her all over. Okay, it was not exactly one stab, it was a lot of. It's true that he wanted revenge, and he does it and rushes away. Dr. Claiborne, in the course of all these happenings, heads to Fairvale, and he wants to reach the sheriff to tell all this story. However, he knows that barely would someone believe him. As soon as he finds the hardware shop, the sheriff is already there, and he knows that the worst had already happened. Okay, the sheriff doesn't welcome him very well. However, after he explaining who he was, that he was Norman's doctor, etc., the sheriff allows him to come in, and they both see the bodies on the floor. Okay. However, Claiborne sees something pretty interesting. Okay. He sees a uh, newspaper page telling that the Bates case would be soon to be a motion picture produced by Hollywood. At that moment, uh, Dr. Claiborne knows exactly where Norman is heading to. Hollywood! Our guy's going to Hollywood. Is he? Or is the police right that maybe there is a third party in all this thing and there is a thief there and Bates? I don't know. The police is trying not to believe in Claiborne's story because, in fact, there are a lot of fantasies and anticipations and beliefs. However, I would go with Claiborne to Hollywood. See you in Hollywood next week. See you.